What's up, guys? Winner Kills here. Welcome to a brand new deck profile today. We've got Infernoid, 60 card Infernoid for the, of course, updated ban list, the March 31st, 2017 ban list. Obviously, with Zoos being hit, I used to play Zodiac Infernoid, but now I'm playing pure 60 card, and I honestly like it a lot better that way. So we got full main, side, and extra. So without further ado, we'll get started and go right into the monster lineup. Alright, so for monsters, for the basic Infernoids, we're playing triple Decatron, best normal summon as far as, I guess really best normal summon. I was going to say as Infernoids, but it's the only normal summonable Infernoid in the deck. A tuner that can change levels and change effects. One of the best cards in the deck. So helpful in so many situations. Double Infernoid Entra. This guy's really good, actually. A lot of people sell him short. But like having access to Decatron with this card in deck, it just deals with so many problem cards. And then we play triple Harmatic. He pops monsters. Regardless of the positions, Entra pops or bounces face-up cards, regardless of who controls them, I think. This destroys face-up monsters. I believe that, yeah, target one monster in the field, destroy it. So you can destroy literally anything. So if you need to get stuff off your field to clear levels, you can use him to do that. And then we play triple Patrulia, the back row breaker, level 4, good for making rank 4s, obviously. 1800 attacks, pretty decent stat, but most of the time you summon him, you just use him to, you know, bait out strikes and stuff, because you don't want to go summon your Deviati into a strike because it wastes resources. Yeah, you can just summon it again, but usually when you summon this guy out first, it puts a lot of pressure on him to either use or lose their trap card, whatever it may be. Double Jets. A lot of people were playing one previously, which is understandable just because it's just for the Voifies play, but it's good to have an extra name like this to send to the grave off Void Imagination, and it's just so if you draw one, it's not a dead play, which I liked having that utility. Double Sitesimus. I'm not playing 3 because I'm playing 3 Atondal in my build, specifically because I'm playing Advanced Draw, and I just like Atondal better for clearing bigger boards. Obviously, the Banish effect is really, really good, but like the Atondal effect just it's so much. I won't say it's better, but like it's just so much more useful because going up against a big board, Atondal can beat over a lot of things and be able to attack multiple times and clear multiple things is so very much very helpful. And the fact that he's level 8 to make rank 8 plays, because I'm playing 2 rank 8s, so to be able to have that opportunity is really nice. And he helps OTK a lot. There's a really good OTK with like this, any other Infernoid, and a snow in your grave. You just attack, and then attack, summon snow. Snow attacks, use this to tribute away snow in battle phase, and summon snow again in battle phase. It's just OTK. I actually OTK'd my friend playing Zodiac today with that OTK, you know, tactic at locals, and it was pretty funny to do it. Double Deviati, the Monster Negator, and Heavy Storm, and then we double Nuku, Dark Hole when it hits the board, and negate spells and traps. That is it for the Infernoids. I was playing one Piety, but I decided to cut it just because I wanted to play some other cards. Triple Fairy Tale Snow, one of the reasons this deck is extremely competitive. Is this card, and then the 1 Max C. You still want to play the 1 Max C because with Bujinki and Matarasu, you have access to it a little bit easier, although you don't make Bujinki and Matarasu that much. Like, you still have to play this card. It's just like when Vantage is the one when people were really popular into playing that card. Like, you still got to play it because if you open it in your opening hand, it's good. Since this is going in second build, like you want to be able to have access to this card. So that's it for the monsters. We'll go into the spells. Alright, so for the spells, we play the big money card. Not really that big money, but it's important. Triple that grass looks greener. Obviously gets all your plays started, so you need to play it. Especially going second, it makes this card a lot better because your opponent's probably going to go through a couple cards to give you more cards to mill. Like I've had turns where Zodiac does the full, you know, Emerald combo with Black Sheep, and you just mill 30 cards and the game's usually over at that point. Triple left arm, search any spell in the deck. You can search grass, but game 2, if I side in like spell cancelers or, you know, anything else, like you can go grab Reasoning and mill into a spell canceler and auto win against a lot of decks. Void Vanishments to search. your Void Spell and traps, either your imaginations to bait out stuff, or the Void Feast play if you have to go first. Very, very good card. And its battle and banish effect is also kind of relevant. Double Void Seer, this card is absolutely amazing. A neat, unique interaction with this card is if you have a way to put a lot of damage on board, like if you have enough Infernoid resources to summon, per se a Tondal and an Anuku, you can summon the Atondal and then summon your Anuku, still blow up your opponent's field, and then banish the Void Seer to protect your Atondal from your own Anuku. So it is a very good utility to have this, and to be able to make your Infernoids unaffected by card effects is just, it's insane. It says fuck you to Dryden, it says fuck you to Whiptail. It's a very good card. Double Void Imagination. This card is low-key like one of the best Void Spell traps in the deck. You play this going second, they have a huge field of Xyz, and they had to let you plus, or they waste a Totem Bird or a Dryden Pop. Very, very good card. Double Dark Hole for board clear, since I'm not playing the Kaijus. Double Twin, clearing back row. Double Advanced Draw to clear off high-level monsters that you don't want in your field. If people Kaiju you, if they still, play Kaijus, you can get that off your board, draw some cards. It's pretty cool. And then for the one-up spells, one Future Fusion. Yes, this card got eroded. It's a little slower, but like you still have to play this card in here for the opportunity that if they don't have the out to it, they just lose. Because like this is like a third but better Void Imagination. So the new errata says you can't do anything when it's activated. But the standby phase after you reveal the fusion monster and then you send all the materials, but you don't summon it, you summon in the next standby phase, so you don't really care if you have to summon your Tiara. You literally just send the Anuku, the Deviati, and then all Infernoids in deck to grave, and you immediately win the match if you resolve this. So, very, very good card. 1 for 1, go get a Decatron whenever you need it. Bring back all your Decatrons late game. If you open this in like grass, you can go plus really hard. It's such a good card. The Reasoning and the Sad Face Not Ultra Rare Monster Gate, soon though. Very good cards. Only play, I think 7 normal summons. And a lot of times you go through the Decatrons and the snows pretty fast, so makes these cards pretty good. And then the Raigeki and the Hand Destruction for more draw power, because draw power is awesome. And Hand Destruction, low-key, like, very, very good card in here. Really like it. And that's it for the spells. We'll go into the traps next. For the traps, we're playing a brand new card out of Duelist Saga, which is Triple Power Wall. Power Wall basically says that during damage calculation, when you would take battle damage from an opponent's attacking monster, send 1 card from the top of your deck to the graveyard for every 500 damage, and then round up. You are about to take. Also, you take no battle damage from that battle. So if you're about to take 2,500 damage, you can mill 5 cards off the top of your deck to not take any damage. Very, very good card. I used this card a couple times today, and it actually saved my ass, because the one time I was about to take, I think, like 3 grand in damage. I just flipped the Power Wall off, ended up milling into a Snow, ended up milling into a Nuku and a couple Infernoids. Like, now that you can't make Kagetsuchi, this card is so much better, and it prevents you from dying, and it replaces Spiritual Swords, in my opinion. It's just such a good card. I love it in here. Then next we played Triple Lost Wind. Somebody was playing PK Fire at my locals today. This card was insane against that. This card's insane against Zodiac. This is like one of the best cards that you can play. Even if you mill it, you still have access to it, because you just set it when they summon something, and then they can't get rid of it. Get rid of it with Dryden, because it's obviously face down. Very, very good utility against a lot of decks. I love it. So good. And then we got the Imperial Order, because this card is disgusting. Steals games that you shouldn't win. And the Void Feast, of course. Only playing 1 Void Feast because this card sucks if you open it. Obviously with no Void Spell traps, so you can't use it, and it's just dead, and it sucks, and it's bad, and it sucks at that point. Like, you want to search this. The only time you want to see this is off Void Vanishment, and just adding it to your hand. And I really like 1. I have no quarrels with playing 1 in this build, because you can get access to it pretty easily with your good old Void Banishment. So that's it for the main deck. We'll go into the extra deck. All right, so the extra deck, we've got 2 rank 8s, which is 38 and Elsay. I barely make rank 8s, but the triple Eternal does help out. Rank 8s can come up sometimes, and these are some of the better ones you can play. Rank 4, Bujinki Amaterasu requires 3 level 4s. Basically, he has varying effects based on whose turn. During your turn, you can special summon a level 4 or lower banished monster and special summon it. So you can revive a Decatron or a Fairy Tale Snow or whatever. And during your opponent's turn, you add back a banished monster and add it to your hand. So if you banish a Maxi off a Fairy Tale Snow, you can add the Maxi back during your opponent's turn, or Flying Sea or whatever, any side deck cards, and just screw them over with it. Then Castel, that new ultra rare Castel, looking so clean, and 1 Dweller. I don't know. I could probably replace the Dweller. I really like the Castel for spot removal. The Amaterasu is cool. I don't know. Dweller, it's not bad. I've just never made it. Totem Bird and Leviair for rank 3s. That's for the Xyz. It's pretty standard. Then we got Synchros, Trish, Double Omega, the Scrap Archfiend, and the Bryo. Just because a level 6 Synchro can come up, and why not be able to go into Bryo just to discard stuff, to spin stuff. And then triple Infernoid Tiara, because this card comes out a lot more now that you're not playing the Zoo Engine. And to be able to send cards from your extra deck with the effect, you can send an Omega and 2 Tiara to give yourself more Infernoid fodder engrave. So you can summon more Infernoids without banishing your other Infernoids. It fuels like an extra Infernoid summon, which is cool. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. We'll go into the side deck. So we got triple Danko Sekka. We're not fucking around against Paleo. In my opinion, it's a pretty easy matchup. Maybe not easy, but it's not a hard matchup. It can go either way, I suppose, but this card helps you win harder in that matchup, I suppose. Double Spell Cancer, a spicy tech. Ended up siding this in against Invoked today when I played Invoked. And this as soon as this hit the board, I was able to summon an Etondel and attack over something and attack again, and I tribute the Etondel for this, and summon the Deviati afterwards, and he just could not out it at all. See, the thing with like Anuku, it negates the spell trap, but they can bait out the Anuku. This they can't bait out. They literally can't do anything against it at all. And again, the Zoo, like if you have Canceller or Deviati, there's not much they can do about it. There's literally nothing they can do about it. Arguably, they could go like Whiptail into Drident, try to pop it, then you just negate it with Deviati, or they try to attack and use Whiptail. You just negate Whiptail. If they crash, I guess it's a very good card. You can head off Reasoning and Monster Gate. Double Lancia for the mirror match and for going like against any deck, you know, game 2, because they can side in like usually if I'm suspecting, they'll side in like some banishment stuff like Crow or Soul Release. This comes in also siding against Invoked. Double Flying Sea for Zodiac and Paleo. Soul Release for graveyard decks. I guess Paleo would be good against. I just want a lot of Paleo hate because it's arguably the best deck right now, and I want to have good sides against it. The third twin, double strike for pretty much any time I have to go first, and some spice, double mistake. There's a lot of Invoked, you know, where I play. It's pretty decent against Invoked. That's why I like it. Because, you know, the side deck is basically based around what I'm playing against, but I feel like Mistake's not horrible. I feel like it could be something else. Like, if I had D barriers, these probably would be D barriers, but I wanted to mix up the side deck a little bit and say fuck it. Why not try out Mistakes? And we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment if you got one. As always, guys, yeah. Winner Kills signing out. We will most certainly see ya in the next one. Oh, God.